a lot of stuff. But the biggest thing that everyone saw of it was actually full-on real-time interacting with a game character. It was like some English boy they had on there, and he would greet you by your own name. You could talk to him, have a full conversation. Nothing was pre-scripted or anything, and you could actually like make a drawing and then show it to him, and then he could actually grab that drawing within the game and then look at it, and it's right there. I mean, that was incredible. That was really, really great. And so it's a tight race between them and Sony's PS3 motion controller, because being able to interact like that was incredible. But Microsoft doesn't have a name for it. Also, they do not even have a release window or price. PS3 hasn't announced a price on theirs either, but the PS3 already has a release window, spring 2010, and people are already working on stuff for it. Microsoft has not said that they have anyone working on stuff for it. They haven't stated that they have a release window, so the PS3 could actually get theirs out way before Microsoft, and if they do, they could get a huge leg up in this whole motion controller frenzy we're in right now. And also, moving on, is Team Ico has announced their new game. It's called The Last Guardian, which, if you saw the leaked trailer on YouTube a couple days before E3, it's the exact same trailer that they showed, maybe a little bit extended. I'm not quite sure, but it's pretty much the exact same controller. Game, my bad, I'm getting mixed up here. No information or news has been said on it, other than that the official title is The Last Guardian. But look for some newer details coming in soon, coming in the coming months, and I'll definitely keep you updated on that. Also, at the end of Sony's conference, they showed a God of War 3 demo, the newest build of God of War 3, and I'll tell you, that game looks gorgeous. It looks so good, so much better than what we've seen before. And it's set to arrive in March 2010. Oh, I know, all the sighs out there I just heard. All you God of War fans, I know you wanted it this year. I wanted it this year, even though I haven't played the first two. The game looks incredible. I wish it would come out this year, but they said March 2010. But hey, that extra development time can just make it that much more polished. Just, keep thinking positive. But what was great, if you if you haven't seen the video, the demo video of it, it's on Game Trailers. You really should check it out, because if you remember a while ago what I was talking about with the technology they used in God of War 3, the zipper graphics engine, where it would actually be able to see like real-time slicing, where like when Kratos cut someone, you could see the skin tear from the muscle and the muscle tear from the bone and the guts and everything like that. If you watch the demo and watch closely, there's one part where it was like that half dude, half monster, half horse, I forget what they called him, where he was battling that thing. He like slammed it onto the ground, and then he took his blade and jammed it into his chest, and then ripped his whole gut open. And at that moment, you could see that technology. You could actually see the skin tear away from the muscle, and then his guts just fall out onto the concrete. That was totally awesome. And they also stated, because of that technology, that the more fights and the longer the fight goes on with Kratos, the more blood he's going to get onto him. So they said there's actually parts in that game where you're going to fight so much that he's just going to be covered in dripping with blood. Just adds to the gore and the realism. Just awesome. And also, Sony announced a collaboration of Disney and Media Molecule, which means LittleBigPlanet will get future downloadable content, which will include Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean, and The Incredibles, and many more Disney characters in the coming months. Something to keep an eye out for. Assassin's Creed, the Bloodlines, the PSP, and also Assassin's Creed 2 has some extra things on the PS3. It seems Assassin's Creed is going to have PSP to PS3 connectivity, pretty much the same way Resistance 2 and Resistance Retribution was. Assassin's Creed PSP will unlock 4 new weapons in Assassin's Creed 2 when connected to the Assassin's Creed 2 PS3. So that's definitely a incentive to pick up Assassin's Creed Bloodlines. Now, there was also a new game at Sony's conference announced called ModNation Racers. It's a PS3 exclusive, and basically the way to describe it is that it's like LittleBigPlanet of racing. That's basically what it's like. You basically with the characters, you basically can create everything, customize everything and anything on them the way they look, and also the the cars they drive. You can create and customize all the stuff on there. Now, the big thing about it though is like Little Big Planet allowed you to create all these levels for them and do all this stuff. It's basically like that, but with racing, where you can create all these racetracks and all these crazy and different ways with all these power-ups, and it's using real-time physics also, so it's going to be realistic type of driving. Like when you drive on dirt, you're going to be looser than if you drive on concrete, but it's still more of an arcadey type of feel. Like, you got to check out the video. Check out the developer interview on Game Trailers, and it'll tell you a lot more details and in-depth information about it. And let's see what else here. Also, they showed an E3 trailer, which you just saw, of Uncharted 2. And if you did not catch it, what you saw right there, you ought to go check out the trailer and listen to it. They have shown that Sully and Elena are in Uncharted 2. A lot of people are happy about that, and I'm happy about that. Just a little tidbit I thought I'd let you know there. Now, also, Kratos is to be a playable character in Soul Calibur Broken Dynasty on the PSP. See, yet another game to be getting on the PSP. A lot of PSP stuff. And there's also Konami announced that Metal Gear Solid, that I said a while ago was going to be coming to the PlayStation Network, is going to be coming to the PlayStation Network later this month. So I'll keep you updated on the exact date or when it comes out, but they said that it would definitely be coming out later this month. Now, the last bit of news here I got is Lost Planet 2 has been confirmed at Sony's press conference that it will be coming to the PlayStation 3. A lot of people knew this, a lot of people expected it, and it's just been confirmed. Now, what's also been confirmed lately is that the Lost Planet 2 demo is confirmed for the PlayStation 3. Now, no details are given. No one knows what the demo consists of. No one knows when the demo is going to be released. But they have stated that it's not going to be like the original Lost Planet. They will have the same release date as the 360 and PC version. And they have heard a lot of the fans' complaints about the first Lost Planet. I'm very happy about this due to the fact that I'm a big Lost Planet fan myself. I was even able to look over the bad port. Like, I was able to look past all the bad frame rates and whatnot and still had a fun time. I liked that game. They heard all the fans about the first one, and they said that the Lost Planet 2 will get full support on the PS3. Full support from the single player and full support for the multiplayer, which means it will not be a bad port. It will not have frame rate problems. They stated this themselves. And it will not have multiplayer problems, from connection problems to glitches to all this other stuff. So they said that Lost Planet 2 will have trophies, it will have full-on support, and it will not be all fucked up and messed up like the first Lost Planet was. So I'm very happy about that. And also, it's actually the first game to be using their new graphics engine, MT Framework 2.0, which it looks so good. It's Resident Evil 5 actually used MT Framework 1.5. Lost Planet used MT Framework 1.0. So this is actually the first time Framework 2.0 is actually being used, and it looks gorgeous. It looks drop-dead gorgeous. But that was basically the PlayStation side of E3, just being mainly the major announcements. There was a ton of more shit that went on, so much more stuff that happened. It would just take way too long for me to say everything on here. If you want more information about everything, check out IGN, check out Game Trailers, for all the videos and the information. They got hundreds of videos that I can't even keep up with, all these new videos that Game Trailers came out with for all this stuff. But basically almost everything I talked about, they have trailers, videos, interviews, in-depth articles, previews of. Check them out if you want more information about them. That's pretty much what, the tip of the iceberg that went down at E3. I know a lot of you watched it. It was an amazing E3, really great E3. I want you to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next week. Alright? Peace.